What's up, everyone? It's Hardcore Christopher here. Messed up. What's up, everyone? No. What's up, Hardcore Nation? Hardcore Christopher here. And this is just a random video. A random video that I'll talk about whatever I want to talk about. For however long I want. And the first thing I want to talk about is me. What have I been doing? Why didn't I upload a video yesterday? Well, the reason why I didn't upload a video yesterday is because I didn't have time. Now, what have I been doing? I've been working and just trying to make it. But I want to pose a question. And I'm just gonna say this.
You can feel the intensity level inside the arena rising. He looks geared up.
I'm confused about something. I'm confused about Kid Behind the Camera. Kid Behind the Camera, aka Michael Green. And Tina. I was on my Twitter yesterday, and Michael tweeted out that he had just left Angry Grandpa's old trailer in Creekside. And he said that things kind of got out of control. Then he posts a vlog saying that things got crazy with Tina. Now, Tina is Angry Grandpa's friend. And I guess she took offense to why they were. I don't know what happened. But hopefully Michael does use the footage. Now on to what this video is really about. If you actually thought it was a random video, no. I want to talk to my Hardcore Nation. Now, I have Twitter. I have Facebook. And I just got Skype yesterday. So, if any of you want to chat with your hardcore leader, just leave your Facebook name. Oh, I also have Hangout. I also have Google Hangout. So just leave me like your Gmail, your Skype name, or whatever, if you want to talk. Now that I got that out of the way, I want to say how humbled and how proud I am of my hardcore nation. It was a rocky start. I mean, I started with 1 subscriber, that being myself, to 8. I would like to thank all of you, and I would like to thank my hardcore nation. Because without you, there would be no Hardcore Christopher. In fact, I started out as my real name, Christopher Box. But then Anton told me, hey bud, you might want to change your name because there's a lot of Christopher based channels out there. So I go, okay. So I changed my name to the Silent Killer. I asked Anton what he thought. He said, I haven't seen another one, and that's very unique. But then Spooky Robocat, aka Johnny, I guess he started to look, and there were a lot of silent killers, so I had to change my name yet again. But Anton helped me. Thanks, Anton. I'm always here, buddy. Here's what I don't understand. I mean, so he started to ask me what I liked, and since we've been best friends ever since 3rd grade, we know what we like. I mean, he could practically read my mind, and I can read his. So he goes, How about hardcore Christopher? And I go, okay. So I did it. And at first, I was I mean, it seems like every YouTuber has a name for their fan base. I mean, Good Mic Work has listeners. Anton Masters has his masterminds. Angry Grandpa, when he was alive, had his youngins, and he had and Spooky Robocat, aka Johnny, he just calls them his guys. So I wanted to find something that was unique. And with Christopher Box, with my name, I really couldn't figure out anything except for family. And the Silent Killer, the name change didn't last very long, so I couldn't figure out a name for my fan base. But with Hardcore Christopher, it's like, because I was thinking one day, and I was thinking on Hardcore Christopher, and I was thinking Hardcore Nation. And I used to say, this is Big Christopher Box. Peace. But I liked doing that. However, I thought a change of pace would be good. So what I did was think of, since Hardcore Christopher was a name change and everything, what I thought of doing was trying to fit elements of my new YouTube name into my outro. And that's how I came up with, this has been Hardcore Christopher. Keep it hardcore, everyone. And I really, really, really like it. I really like that outro. Now, on to another point. And that would be YouTube. Unless you are a YouTube creator, unless you are a YouTuber yourself, you see, people viewing our videos I don't think they quite understand what goes on. I mean, we have to think of for example, if you have a gaming channel, you have to have okay, let's take Angry Video Game Nerd, aka Cinemassacre. James Rolfe has to pick a game for the nerd to review. But it has to be a bad game. So there's there's obviously a lot of preparation and everything, that preparation and time that we as YouTubers have to take into account. But I began to think about YouTube. I started to think about YouTube. And I realized that YouTube is a very fickle game. It's a very fickle game that we play. You see, people make a channel and they rise to, and within the year they have faded away into obscurity. There are people that make a channel only to not post anything on it. There are people that make YouTube videos that have a second job, that have a job outside of YouTube. I mean, I can speak for Johnny, myself, and Anton, because I know all three of us have jobs outside of YouTube. But the people that are doing YouTube, the people that are do YouTube for a living are getting royally screwed by YouTube right now, because like I've said, the algorithm is just so far from insane. It is insane. Because, you know, if you cuss, it seems like whatever you do, you get demonetized. It seems like whatever you do, you get demonetized. Now, me, I haven't got a copyright strike. And for as far as I know, none of my videos have gotten demonetized. And I've only cursed in a select few. But now, what shocked me is that I was going through my profile one day. I was just looking at my channel and it goes, copyright notices. I go, what are you talking about? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, why would there be any copyright? So I click on it. And I made a video called To Someone Special. And it was to like all my friends and everything, and I used Bruno Mars's Friendship song. Well, I'm thinking, great, I get a copyright. I got a copyright strike for just using a song. And I go, and I'm reading it, and I go, wait, no, I didn't get a copyright strike. What this is basically saying is that the owner of the content has monetized it, so there may be ads that run on this video. Okay, that's good. But I've made a lot of promises. And I will keep all of them. I'll keep all of those promises. But the only problem is that the only problem with me about keeping promises is that a lot of the time I make a promise and I forget. I forget what I made. And, oh well. I'm going to talk about one more thing. One more thing before I end this video. And I got to think, this thing, the final thing I'm going to talk about is television. Televisions came a long way. But television is also, television is good, but it's also bad at the same time. I mean, gone are the days of Bob the Builder and Barney the Dinosaur. Gone are the days of I Love Lucy, We Love Lucy, the Andy Griffith Show. Gone are the days of shows like Dinosaurs and Alf, Full House. I mean, where do you think a lot of my generation where do you think a lot of my generation spends its time? Really? It's on a phone, on video games, or on television. Well, where do you think a lot of them learn how to curse? I don't know. Well, seems like every television channel you got has at least one curse word in it. And it doesn't really help matters when parents cuss like a sailor and they and when the kids grow up, they think cussing is cool, so they start doing it, and that's it. Where do you think a lot of people get these ideas that I mean, I watch a lot of crime shows, but where do you think a lot of people get the ideas of doing some of the stupid things they do? Television. But anyway, Hardcore Nation, this has been Hardcore Christopher. Keep it hardcore, everyone.